Archimandrite Aleksiy or Mikhail Yakovlev was born in November 1858 in the county town of Ruza of Moscow province to a peasant's family. Mikhail studied at a local parish school. In 1880, Mikhail Yakovlev was accepted to Moscow Monastery of the Intercession of Virgin Mary. On the 16th of March 1883, Mikhail was accepted to the Brethren as an obedient. On the 16th of March 1885, he was blessed to wear a sticharion, while on the 22nd of March the following year was blessed to wear a monk's robe. On the 11th of March 1887, by the superior of the monastery, Archimandrite Veniamin, novice Mikhail took monastic vows with the name Aleksiy, and already on the 14th of June was ordained a hierodeacon. Being invited by Bishop Modest, on the 23rd of August 1888, Father Aleksiy was appointed to the Archbishop's house in Nizhny Novgorod diocese as a treasurer, while on the 8th of November the same year he was ordained a hieromonk. On the 10th of April 1889, for his zealous service, hieromonk Aleksiy was awarded with a waistcloth. The same year, being blessed by Bishop Modest, he was temporarily appointed an economist to the Archbishop's house of Nizhny Novgorod. In 1892 and 1893, for his excellent, zealous, and useful service for the sake of the Holy Church, as well as for devout monastic life, hieromonk Aleksiy was blessed by the Holy Synod. On Easter in 1895, for his diligent service, hieromonk Aleksiy was awarded with a pectoral cross. On the 1st of April 1896, being blessed by Bishop Vladimir Nikolsky, hieromonk Aleksiy was appointed as superior of the Ostroyezhersky Monastery of the Holy Trinity, officially filling the position on the 31st of December the same year. On the 6th of May 1899, for his work on revival of the Trinity Monastery, hieromonk Aleksiy was ordained an abbot. On the 13th of June 1902, Abbot Aleksiy was appointed a superior of the male monastery of the Feodorovskaya icon of the Mother of God of the town of Grodets. Already on the 10th of September the same year, for special work on building the church in Ababkovo female monastery and diligent management of the monastery of the Feodorovskaya icon of the Mother of God of the town of Grodets, Father Aleksiy was ordained an archimandrite. On the 6th of May 1909, Archimandrite Aleksiy was awarded with the Order of St. Anna of the 3rd class. On the 24th of August the same year, being blessed by Bishop Nazari, he was appointed a companion of the chairman of the building committee of the monumental church in St. Petersburg, in honor of the 300th anniversary of the House of Romanov, being introduced to Emperor Nikolai Alexandrovich. During the construction of the town church of the monastery of the Feodorovskaya icon of the Mother of God in St. Petersburg, Archimandrite Aleksiy had to pay little attention to the monastery itself. As a result, some problems inside it appeared, while the health of the superior was weakened. On the 5th of August 1911, Archimandrite Aleksiy gave His Imperial Majesty, Great Duke Mikhail Alexandrovich, the Feodorovskaya icon of the Mother of God. The same day, the clergymen took part in laying of foundation stone of the cathedral of the Feodorovskaya icon of the Mother of God in St. Petersburg. On the 15th of January 1914, the main altar of the Feodorovskaya church was consecrated. The same day, Archimandrite Aleksiy was awarded with the Order of Saint Prince Vladimir of the 4th class, being appointed the prior of the cathedral of the Feodorovskaya icon of the Mother of God in St. Petersburg 7 days later. Along with all these awards, Father Aleksiy was awarded with a medal in honor of the reign of Emperor Alexander III, and both the bronze cross on Vladimir ribbon and bronze medal for building of the cathedral. On the 18th of December 1914, during the meeting of the Holy Synod, it was decided to update the male monastery of the Feodorovskaya icon of the Mother of God of the town of Grodets from the 2nd to the 1st class, taking into consideration its services to the country as the keeper of antiquities and godliness. In the end of 1916, Archimandrite Aleksiy was seriously ill and was sent to the hospital. According to the order of Moscow Spiritual Consistory dated the 4th of July 1917, Archimandrite Aleksiy was accepted to the Brethren of Moscow Monastery of the Intercession of Virgin Mary, while on the 2nd of August was listed as retired. In hard post-revolutionary time, Archimandrite Aleksiy was the graveyard manager and the treasurer of the monastery, doing paperwork and communicating with the representatives of the authorities. Already in 1918, Red Army soldiers let their horses wander free in the graveyard, while a part of the territory with graves was going to be used as a children's playground. Protests were written by Archimandrite Aleksiy, who also created a church council in the monastery, doing all the paperwork and making up protocols and registering the property, buildings and liturgical objects of the monastery. On the 16th of April 1919, the treasurer of the Intercession Monastery, Archimandrite Aleksiy, performed the tonsure of the novice Fyodor Tarasov, future abbot Feodosy. In 1920, Gory Stepanov, the bishop of Alatyr, was appointed the superior of the monastery. However, soon he was arrested. Young hieromonk Veniamin Milov was appointed his successor. Father Veniamin Milov recollected. In order me not to get proud, God taught my soul humility through temptations of the brethren in general, and in particular of elderly Archimandrite Aleksiy, who lived in our monastery as retired. Now, being given a schema, he rests in peace in his grave, but during his lifetime, Father Aleksiy was the source of great problems for my pride. Archbishop Guri gave him the right of serving due to his seniority. Accustomed to managing the monasteries in his prime, Father Aleksiy behaved independently in the Intercession Monastery, served when he wanted, and without my permission, appointing people who served with him. He served both holiday liturgies with the choir and High Mass during the whole year, while I always served early liturgies. In the later years of the existence of the Intercession Monastery, Archimandrite Aleksiy humbled greatly both under the influence of his own woes and seeing my problems. He made shrift to me, and I, so to say, even made friends with him. These recollections were dated the 25th of March, 1929, so Archimandrite Aleksiy had faced the Maker earlier. Meanwhile, in the investigation case of Martyr Viktor Frolov, who lived near the Intercession Monastery, it was mentioned that he was arrested in 1934 in the flat of Archimandrite Aleksiy Patrikeev, being questioned about the reasons of visiting Archimandrite Aleksiy and then released. Possibly there is the inaccuracy of the time of the arrest, or during that period in that flat the monks of former monastery who returned from their exile lived, while Martyr Viktor was a parishioner of the monastery in his childhood. The Intercession Monastery was closed on the 29th of October 1929, already after Schema Archimandrite Aleksiy passed away, being probably buried on the monastery graveyard. The elderly was not repressed by the Soviet authorities, possibly both due to his age and his immense authority. Despite all the hardships of that terrifying time for the Orthodox Church, he did all his best to defend and save the monastery.